Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it is time to play. We're back in Techtonica. I'm doing a little terraforming as I usually do. A little bit between the end and at the beginning of an episode. Let's pick up where we left off. I think, what did we do last? We managed to produce the fast inserters, right? So we need to put those into a storage hopper. I'm thinking right here, if I can pull it off. I think this is not a bad spot. But before we do that, yeah, fast inserters here. Let's just double check that recipe for what's next. It's the filter inserters, right? So yeah, we got the fast inserters and we need to do processor units, and that is going to be a separate production of iron ingots and electric components. We have both of those we have plenty of both of those. Beacons, all right. And then we want those processor units and fast inserters together. So the processor units, maybe, well, we'll find a spot for them. But these inserters, fast inserters, we want them near where we're gonna finally craft the filter inserters. Maybe we can do it out this way, like just straight through. Whoops, not you. Straight out this way. We'll plan to have be the last stage. We're kind of up against a room over here that we can't move, but we can make use of this space maybe. Let the mole here cool down, and we'll take out some more. I got plenty of electrified floor plates, or tiles, or blocks. We'll put some of that down here in a second. Level this off a little bit, and then we'll get to factorizing. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll put down some of these. Like that. Grab this little section. Push that back a little. All right. All right. Let's just do a little bit more here. And I think, boy, we're going to hop over twice. So here's our fast inserters. It's an input to the filter inserters, right? I'm saying I kind of want the filter inserters to be built over in this area. Kind of this area, this space. I was originally thinking of taking these fast inserters and storing them over here in a hopper right here in this little cubby, but then I'm going to have to hop back over. It's not the end of the world. Let's put that decision off for a minute. Let's go do... yeah, let's put that decision off. I'd like to start storing these, but it's not the end of the world. Let's do the other component here first. These guys. Processor units. So iron ingots and electric components. Let's find a spot to do that. Iron ingots, electric components. How are we doing on ingots? Oh, that's our ore. Ingots. Parts. Just looking if I can borrow ingots from one of these lines. I bet I can borrow ingots out of this hopper. Or this storage container. If I did that, I would want to combine it with the electric components. And those are... oh man, they're over here. Can we find a creative way make use of the to make use of these. I don't know. It looks pretty snug. You know what'll do it? A long-handled inserter will grab off of this belt pretty easily. What's going on here anyway? Oh yeah, this is just stalled out. We could do that. You know what I'm saying? Long-handled inserter here. We'll pull these electronic components. We'll run it back this way somewhere. And then we'll borrow some, what are these? Iron ingots. And then somewhere in here we will make the, what is that? Processor. Is that what that was? Processor? Yeah, processor unit. Right. And then clear out some of this, maybe. Then we can run those processors back here. We could run them right alongside this belt. I gotta walk around this way. We could run the output from the production on there, processors right next to here, and then put an assembler or two, and then dump out the filter inserters here and put them in a box. I like that idea. We'll see how it goes. Let's get started on it. We know we want a long-handled inserter. Those are here. Nope. They are there. Nope. Filter inserter. Sorry, not F9. There it is. Long-handled inserter. I'm going to borrow from that. I'm just going to double check the recipe one more time. Sorry, I want to make sure. I'm a little tired, so I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, electric components and iron ingots. That couldn't be easier. How am I doing assemblers? I got plenty. So we want to belt this through. Let's do it. Does this have to put 2 away? Or does it have to reach 2? I'm wondering if it would actually place it here. Let's put 1 right there and just see. Yeah, I guess it does. But it can extend into a machine. Alright. Curious about that. Okay, I want to wait for a second. Let's blast this out of here. It's in our way. Let's make sure our plans aren't going to get thwarted by some immovable obstacle. Looks like we're not going to have problems. This is clearing out pretty easy. Overheated. Let's just take this back a bit. Alright, good enough. These are where I'm going to borrow... Nope, that's not where I'm going to borrow. It's way down here, huh? Let's see. Kind of thinking I want to run these 2 belts right next to each other, and I'm just trying to think of... Am I going to have them going in different directions? I'm not super crazy about having one input belt travel in this direction and say the other input belt travel the opposite direction. I'm not super crazy about that kind of design. I like to have them running in the same direction. Does it matter? Probably not a lot. The other option is what we're gonna do. I'll show you. Let's get a fast inserter to pull material out of here. I think what we're gonna do is we'll put an assembler here. And then we'll run our 2 input belts alongside of the assembler. So that'll be kind of here and here. And then we'll put another assembler. And then we'll have the outputs kind of squirt out the side. It does limit our ability to expand this line of fast inserters, but probably not a big deal. In fact, we could push it down if we wanted to. Let's do it. Let's push it down back a little bit. Like that. And right there. Belt. Show you what I'm doing, what I'm thinking here. We'll have one input kind of come down this way. That's fine. And then, oops, I put that inserter at the wrong spot. Probably see what I'm thinking here now. Do I have long handle inserters? I do. Let's make these guys the second ones. So you're going to push into there, and you are going to push into there. You're going to push into there. You're going to push into there, and you're going to make processors and processors. Then we're going to run the output belt right next to this guy. Ooh, man, am I stuck? Go back this way. This is actually fairly compact for a Glidercat factory. I don't usually pack things in quite this snug. All right, these we're gonna have to do something like this, and then a wiggle. Boink, boink. Here's our processors. I'm going to walk under that and fail many times before this series is over. We could do the same thing here if we wanted to. We could curve these belts in and run two assemblers, and I think there's still room to run output, but I think I'm going to instead just run two assemblers kind of the long way next to each other. Bear with me while I fumble with my hotbar here. Okay, right there. And there's where I want to be. Boom. And I can do this guy right next door. Boom. Belt. The only problem, not the only problem, a problem with this design is I'm not caching off the fast inserters anywhere in case we wanted our own little supply. Don't have those being buffered. See, there I am trying to walk under that thing and I can't. We could put storage here if we wanted to do that and just put a slow inserter, saving the fast inserters off into a storage crate or box or hopper, whatever you want to call it. We'll worry about that later, if ever. Let's get these guys going. So we'll start with the small or the short inserters here. You and you. And then long inserters next. I don't have those. Wrong key. You. And you. Extend this belt out. I'll probably do them both just for looks. You guys are doing my What are you doing again? Are you doing my... I got fast inserters and processors. That is the recipe for this guy, right? Nope. Right there. Boom. Boom. Success. Could put him right in the corner here. We do that to save space. Put a storage unit here. Let's see. Let's do a little terraforming. What I want to see or determine is, can I actually do some factory work over here using inputs from over here? Out here? Probably not, right? This is all fairly congested. In fact, this whole area is pretty congested. What we could do... thinking about a couple things here. One is, I'm looking at these fast inserters, and I still kind of want to store them off somewhere. We could run that belt this way, pop a long inserter here, and have a storage container, maybe even over here for looks, and be saving off some of those. We'd have to use a long inserter. I think those are kind of fast, but we could shut it off once we had a decent supply of them. And then the other thing we could do is I could take an output here. Go a little further out. Have the belt right there and put another hopper here to store the filter inserters. Then we'd have just about every inserter right next to each other. We got the basic ones. We'd have the fast ones. And then we'd have the filter ones all in hoppers. Kind of relatively closely located next to each other. That wouldn't be horrible, right? Can I put one here next to this machine? Whoops, not with that key, I won't. How close can I get? Not close enough to run an inserter. I have to come out this far. I probably want to line up with this for looks. Just thinking about organization here. What's best? That is not an option. I cannot fill that. Bear with me. All right, let's make a move. How about here? I'm going to put right here. I'm going to grab this. Pop it there. Long inserter. And we're going to store off some of these just to have them. We may need them for something else. Kind of future-proofing. Probably not super smart. But we can always turn that off. And then I'm going to put the other hopper to store the filter inserters right here, kind of symmetric, like that. And then I'm going to run a belt this way. I'll put belt from these two guys. Not like that. I'm not sure what that's all about, and I don't know how to undo. Oh, I just tapped the Q key. That seemed to work. I want to go the other way. Not like that. Why don't you want to go this way? There you go. All right, that's filter inserters done. I actually need fast inserters, so we can grab some from here maybe. Are those them? Yeah, let's grab those. We actually need them. Nice. All right, we did it. We solved the game. Now we're starting to save off filter inserters. We need like, I don't know, 2,000 of those, I think, for real. Let's go over to Terminal 2 and see what the next thing is that we need to produce. Again, I gotta clean up these lights at some point. They're kind of goofy. All right. How's our plant doing? Yeah, we still need more seeds. We will see. At some point, we'll go out exploring again. We've covered a lot, though. A couple episodes ago, we went and walked around just about the whole map as far as we could tell, as much as we could get to. A lot of plant matter in here. I see a problem. This is not as balanced as it once was, is it? Let's replace this with a slow inserter if I have any. I got one left. Did I do this the wrong way? Looks like I did. That may slow production, but it's going to get us some balance. We want more... We want more of this stuff being produced. This is pretty underwhelming, right? Can unload that. Sort. Yeah, we need a lot more of that bio bricks. Maybe this will help. Just doing that one little change. Looks like we're at least getting a more even distribution. And we saw when we walked up, the bio brick production was getting totally starved out. So we'll keep an eye on it. In the meantime, we can rely on plant matter. Let's make sure I have some in my inventory. Yeah, I've got a bit. I might take a couple more, not that, not all of that. A few more stacks. Just to fill up miners and things. We should do that too when we go over there. Our threshers are electric, so we don't have to fill those with anything. And then we wanted to look at the terminal here and see what else we need to build. Okay, filter inserters, we need 2,000. Planters. Assemblers. What are planters? Planters, 500. Guess we can take this in order. Let's see what the recipe is for that. I need to make some assemblers. Let's do it. I need to grab some ore too when we're back at the other factory. It looks like I need some copper. Just looking here and see the recipe. There it is, planter. Oh, iron components and mechanical components. Piece of cake, right? In fact, man, 500. Is that all we need? I might do though. I might handcraft those. It might be faster, to tell you the truth. We only need 500. Let's go over to the other factory and just see if that's a viable option. 500. Yeah, I think I could maybe handcraft those. Oh no, I bet you can't. I bet they can only be made in assembler. Even still, rather than set up we could just set up a little temporary work area and fill a couple storage containers with the inputs and not worry about running a bunch of belts. I think that could be done in a small batch. Where would we want to do that? Let's look at the recipe one more time. Hopefully I'm not... Let's go over here. I feel safer using these ones that we're not doing stuff with. Planter. Iron components, mechanical components. 6 and 4 get us 1. So it's a fair amount of both of those. But for 500, it is a lot, right? 500, that's 3,000 iron components and 1,200 mechanical components. If we were to do it in a batch, which is what I'm thinking of doing. Let's see. Plenty of iron components. Ooh. Well, what is this? 800 per row. 8, 16, 24. We got a whole bunch over there stored as well, right? We're not even using these. I kind of feel like doing this in a batch. Where are the mechanical components? Let's see. Where are those? I don't even know. Right here. We've got 8, 16, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We've got almost 30,000 surplus parts. Let's do it at the end of this factory. And I think this is going to be temporary. Like, I think we'll maybe rip this out as soon as we get the 500 planters done. Because instead of belting those mechanical parts over, I think I'm just going to carry them over, shuttle them in my own inventory. Before I forget, we should, while we're here by the mines, we should refill the fuel in here before we forget. Otherwise, you're going to be surprised with nothing running. Okay, that's got the biomass fuel. It does go really slow. It burns it slow. So I'll put the bio bricks in there. We'll keep normal plant matter in that one. And then let's check out our drills. Hopefully they don't run out of ore anytime soon. We'll top these guys off. They need it. They're getting near the end, it looks like. And that one is dead. We're not using anything off of it. I'm still going to keep it topped off. And that is it for the iron. Copper, we have not reworked this area yet. It's still, you know, kind of the original, just slapping things together. And we will probably rework this at some point. That one's using the biomass too. I'm going to trade for plant matter. And then we'll take that those bio bricks back over to that one smelter that's using those. And that'll make that one last longer. I think that's it. May have missed something. Is that you? Yeah. Boom. Oh, it stacks to 100. Okay. That's different. Lasts a whole lot longer, but it only stacks to 100. A little bit of a letdown, but not a big deal. All right, how do we want to do this? Let's get some floor down. Again, we're going to make planters. This should be real easy. I'm going to double up on it. So this one... Boom. Did I do that backwards? Looks like I did, I think. Belt. Looking to see if I have any of those components on me. I don't... They're not jumping out at me. I don't see any. All right, we'll get some. And then assemblers on both sides of this. Okay, you and you. And then got our long inserters. Lanterns. Planners. Let's go grab some mechanical components. Where were those again? In this corner, maybe? No. I kind of don't want to make a bunch of extra planners, you know what I'm saying? And these storage containers hold a ton. So this is one way of controlling our total production run. And we'll just take the outputs and them out. You. Storage container, trying to get to it. Boom, belt. That's not real smart. What the heck was that about? That's not gonna work. How can we do this better? What was I thinking? Maybe. I'll take it. Slow production on these. Not unexpected. Not unexpected. A lot of input parts for each one. That'll do it. Let's bring some more. I'm just grabbing a sip of water there if you hear my water cup. Let's grab a few more of these. We know... Let's see. How many does it take? We need 500. Where's the recipe? We need 500, so we know we need 2,000 mechanical components. 2,000 for the full production run, if I'm doing my math correct. And I might not be, because I'm tired. We have 1,600. We need 400 more mechanical components, at least. Let's grab 500. In case I got my math wrong, we'll double check it. Double check it some other time once this is all done. Okay, that's that. And we're getting more parts coming in here, so we'll have plenty of the iron parts. Good way to make use of this side of the line. So that is filter inserters done. And we've got the planters done. Let's walk over to the other side and see what's next. And we'll kind of probably wrap up this episode. Went by pretty quick. We're getting a lot done. My big concerns right now, biggest concern maybe, is just the plant matter is so slow. I just remembered I need to grab some copper in my inventory just for handcrafting, so let's do it while we're over here. And then we'll go over to Terminal 2 and take a look. Copper deposit there, not tapped. I've only seen like 3 deposits, right? Copper, iron, and limestone. I'm kind of hoping we're going to discover more ores. It's kind of a pretty small selection. Here's our plant production. Let's see. Are we getting any more bio bricks? It's pretty slow. But again, yeah, it's pretty slow. What can I do about that? Well, I'm using 3 input ports on this storage hopper. Are these fast inserters? Yeah, they are. Be nice if we could get by with 2, and then I could use another fast inserter to pull out of here, and we wouldn't have to share between these 2 lines. I've got plenty of plant matter in here. I just need to get it out more faster. We'll have to give that some thought. What we could do if we were smart is just run this belt straight over to here. Then we're not fighting the inserter battle, right? And this guy's not underutilized. Let's do that right now while we see it. Okay. You go, and you go, potentially. And and you go as well. Whoops. And let's just dedicate the output. Is that from 2? Oh, wait, is that... A little tricky. It might be overkill, but let's do it. And I'll show you what I'm thinking here in a second. Okay. That should increase our biobrick production, right? Significantly. I would think we've only got 1 assembler doing it. But what I was going to say is if this backs up, or if this belt backs up, we're still going to pull material out of here. In fact, should we just dedicate this 1? You know what I'm saying? Like, get rid of this guy. They're pulling from the same input, right? Yeah, they are. They're threshing from the same input. In fact, they're backed up on the threshing even, it looks like. We got... Well, do we... How far backed up are they? Not much. That's pretty steady state. The plants that they're getting ready to thresh. That's not bad. What I was thinking of doing is just dedicating this guy's output. Let's do that. That means this guy goes. Sorry, we're getting off on a little distraction here. So now we've got the output from 1 thresher dedicated to biobricks. And then the other one's output is going into a storage unit, and then it is dedicated towards the plant matter fabric production. That I'm comfortable with that. I think that's gonna be fine. And in this case, we can simplify this too. Let's take these guys up. I'll still run it through a hopper just in case. Just to store it in case stuff gets backed up. We might not need it, but it's there, so we'll take advantage of it. But I'll put a fast inserter on here. And the throughput should be much better. I like it. That's an improvement. That was one of the things I was worried about. All right, what else is it going to do over here? Let's take a quick look preview for next episode. What are we going to work on? We got inserters going. We got planners going. Assemblers will be next. And let's take a look at that recipe. Assemblers. Mechanical components, iron frames, copper wire. Okay, that's going to be probably maybe a new factory. Definitely for the iron frames and the copper wire. We may do the same thing though. We may do this run in a batch. So if I've got copper wire and iron frames automated, I may just bring over mechanical components or something into a hopper just because we've got a limited run. We do use assemblers. Wouldn't hurt to have extra ones laying around. But we only need 200. So we'll look at that next episode. We're making pretty good progress. Let's do one last thing before we sign off, since I typically spend 5 to 10 minutes finishing up an episode. I want to see real quick what our production count is on the filter inserters, right? Those have been going for a little while. Let's go check that out. Okay, looks like our electric components belt is much less saturated, but we're doing good. Here are the fast inserters. We can always shut that line off if we want, if it's starving things out. It might be, too. 203. So we might be... No, we're not starving this out. What's this guy waiting on? Look at the hold up here is actually the processors. Take a look. Processors are waiting on iron ore. What did I do? Put the inserter on wrong or something, right? No? What happened? What did I do? I see. We've starved out. We've starved out our iron supply. You know what we're going to do? Oh man, my inventory's so low. I'm going to repopulate this thing manually so we can burn through some of this excess iron I've got. Alright. And then we'll come back and figure out what the real root cause of that is. Looks like we're a little light on ore, right? We may have... well... let's fix it. Let's just move this belt. Or improve it. We'll see if this is enough to improve it. So now we got 3 iron ore mines. We topped these off a little while ago. Boy, look how fast I burned through my plant matter. That should help. Could put slow inserters on these in case one is getting all the ore. Let's see the problem here, right? I don't like this. Let's I'm gonna do something kind of corny. Let's do a little helper guy. These are slow inserters. Yeah, this is embarrassing. Let's not talk about it. We'll just do it real quick and look the other way. You know what? I could do the same thing on that side with a fast inserter. Let's do this different. Just go for the gusto. We'll wrap up this episode. Where are you now? Fast inserter there. Looks like I tore up my floor tile. Let's put that back in. Fast inserter there, and guess what? You. A little goofy, right? But it gets us some more throughput. And now our smelters are should both be loaded up. And that's fine if it backs up. Then the excess can be put in storage. I'm okay with that, assuming these guys are both fueled and happy. This is slowly going to climb. That's fine. I'm okay with this, actually. We'll have to keep this technique in mind, too. Alright, that's it. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. I'm enjoying Techtonica. I hope you are, too. Special thanks to Glidercat patrons and Glidercat channel members. Really appreciate your support of the channel. Thanks also to subscribers and everybody who's been giving the videos a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you all in the next episode.